As the holiday season rolls to a close, UConn still has plenty of spirit left. The Huskies were more than willing to share 2 nights ago as everyone got into the scoring act. UConn's 2 most experienced players continue to lead, but the rest of the UConn family gave everyone a glimpse of just how deep a team it may be. This afternoon, Army invades, looking to dismantle a Husky team, which is beginning to come together. Is there still some UConn holiday cheer left before the new year? Find out next on CPTV. Only 12 hours left in 2005, and UConn will spend the next 2 looking for win number 11. We are at the Hartford Civic Center, where the Black Knights of Army visit the 8th-ranked Connecticut Huskies. And a very pleasant good afternoon, everyone. I'm Bob Picozzi, along with Megan Kumo. Thanks so much for starting off your New Year's Eve with us. One last opportunity for UConn to find the pieces to the puzzle before they launch headfirst into their Big East Conference schedule on Wednesday. And Megan, the Huskies need Barbara Turner to be a large piece of that puzzle.
Yeah, perhaps the largest. And Bob, she has played so well the last 6 games, and I think it's because of more internal things that she's done. She hasn't looked to score. She's leading the team in rebounding, but look what she's scoring more the last 6 than she did in the first 5, and that's because she's not focusing on scoring. She's absolutely just thinking of what she can do to help this team get better, whether it's rebound, pass, set screens. She's doing a little bit of everything.
Army is 5-6, and the Black Knights have the leading scorer in the Patriot League, and she's only a sophomore.
Yeah, she's a 5'10 guard, Kara Enright. The kid can light it up from anywhere on the floor. Check out what she did against Baylor earlier this season. The defending national champs only had 28 points, 10 of 12 from the free throw line. The kid is shooting 45% from the floor. Huskies are really going to need to lock her up here this afternoon.
UConn has won 67 of its last 70 games in December. How will the Huskies fare on this final day of the final month? The opening tip is next.
Good afternoon and welcome to CPTV. We're proud to be bringing you this game today. The last hours of 2005 unfold. It's our chance to reach out to you and wish you and your family a happy new year. But we first have some work to do. Now, we've given you 2 pledge-free games. Actually, the members of CPTV have given you 2 pledge-free games. Game against Holy Cross and the game against Albany. But now, as the new year dawns, we have to get back to work. And that means we need to raise $15,000 today. And you will be the beneficiary if that happens, because once we hit that $15,000 mark, we will begin to earn money from the Member Challenge Fund. So consider this a member challenge. We need to hit that $15,000 mark first. We have all the important players and CPTV staff here today. They are watching. They are waiting. They are going to take your phone calls. And if you will call with a pledge of $150, we have this wonderful autobiography of Gino Auriemma. There are a limited number of these that will be autographed. There you see an autograph in the front, inside the front cover. These can be yours for $150. The autographed supply are limited, so if you want to get in on that, do it right now. Yours for a $150 pledge. Pick the pledge amount that works for you. UConn fans have been incredibly generous over the years. You've made these broadcasts possible. Now it's your turn to start the new year on the right foot. Do it right now. We want to thank all the volunteers who are here, some great friends of CPTV, including our membership director, Chris Flynn, producer Harriet Unger, Amy Zielinski's here, and CFO Meg Secularities is here as well. They're going to be taking calls and counting funds. We want you to call in right now. We want to give a big thanks also to Wild Oats, keeping us happy, keeping us fed today. They've done their part. So you can see that this is a true community partnership. It's time for you to step up, join that partnership, become a member of CPTV before you enjoy the game. Back to Civic Center.
Welcome back to the Hartford Civic Center for only the second meeting between Army and UConn. Let's check out the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Black Knights from West Point, junior Erin Begoni is 6th in the Patriot League in assists, 7th in three-point field goals. She'll run the offense from her point guard position. And for UConn, Ann Strother has scored in double figures in 10 of the Huskies' first 11 games. Army is coached by Maggie Dixon. She's in her first year. She is the younger sister of Pittsburgh men's basketball coach Jamie Dixon. UConn coach Gino Auriemma has the third highest winning percentage in women's basketball history, and evidently finds something funny. Hopefully he'll find something in the next 40 minutes amusing.
Yeah, he's
instead
in a
of
very cheerful
that
mood.
glare that we see from time to time.
Yeah, more often than not, unfortunately.
And the Huskies are hoping that Brittany Hunter can sort of build on the solid performance that she provided coming off the bench Thursday against Albany.
And this would be a terrific opportunity to back that great performance up with another one, because she needs to start putting together game after game of really solid performances for this team, because they're going to need her down the stretch.
So UConn 10-1, 1-0 in the Big East. Remember, they won their Big East opener against Villanova. After this afternoon's game, they will have only 3 more non-league games. A week ago today, at top-ranked Tennessee, they'll play LSU here. LSU's ranked 3rd. They'll play at 23rd ranked Texas, and then 15 Big East Conference games. This only the second meeting between these two. They haven't met in 24 years, and Army won the first one on the banks of the Hudson. It will be Ann Strother jumping center for the Huskies. Throwing the ball up, Art Bomadian. Working today's game with John Reardon and Joe Vasili. Stephanie Stone jumps center for Army. And it's Huskies ball. Army likes to play man-to-man, and Maggie Dixon said we're going to try to play man-to-man. We'll see how it goes.
And you know they're going to be disciplined.
Yeah, and we know they won't give up. And Wright, averaging 16 points per game, goes right at the hoop.
And goes right around Nicole Wolf,
who is getting her 3rd consecutive start.
No help defense there either.
Strother high post. Wolf on the left. Montgomery finds Thomas, being defended by Marguerite King. Thomas throws up the 3. Air ball. So it will be Army ball, up 2-0, 45 seconds in. Thomas scored only 7 points 2 nights ago against Albany. 2 games ago, she had a career-high 25 against Hofstra. This is the first New Year's Eve game for UConn in 4 years. Last time was at Wright State in Dayton, a homecoming game for then senior Tamika Williams. Down low, Megan Brable turns, shoots over Turner, who certainly altered that one.
And a nice box out by Ann Strother inside.
Montgomery finds Turner, who does a nice job of running the floor.
And does a terrific job of getting the ball off the glass while getting bumped.
Turner coming off a season-high 18 points against Albany. This is King. Picked up on the switch by Turner. And she'll try to shoot over Turner. That didn't work out so well. Strother falls to the floor. It's loose. Wolf comes away with it. Montgomery to the left to Turner. To the trailer Strother. And as she goes up, King creates the held ball. Arrow pointing toward Army.
There was an example of Strother trying to be aggressive and taking it to the hole, but there were about 4 black jerseys there.
Army is coming off a 73-61 loss at the Air Force Academy. That was a Thursday afternoon game in Colorado Springs. Their trip here to Hartford was a nightmare. They were delayed for hours in Chicago at O'Hare Airport, something that never happens, right? Enright with 4 points in the early going. They were concerned that they might not make the connecting flight. They actually held it for them.
Yeah, and Maggie Dixon told me they were so embarrassed. You know, they get on the plane, and everyone knows. Yeah, everyone knew that. All right, we're waiting for you guys.
Montgomery misses the 3. Turner fights for the rebound, can't get it. Here comes Enright, 3-on-3. Pass goes off Wolf's knee, so Army ball baseline.
Well, Enright can go right and go left. Maggie Dixon challenged her this year to get to the glass more.
Gives to Vrabel up top to Begonia. And right down low, Vrabel wants to go on Turner and is called for the travel. First turnover of the afternoon for the Black Knights. They're 5-6. They have yet to begin play in the Patriot League. Their conference opener will be 1 week from today at Colgate. Montgomery to Wolf. Strother at the foul line. King doing a good job playing Thomas off the ball so far. Here's Turner wide open, foot's on the line. It's a 2. Rebound down low. Strother turns and uses the glass.
And that's where Ann Strother's game has become so multi-dimensional, where she's not just a spot-up shooter. She now takes it to the hole, but now she's also snagging offensive rebounds and putting them back up.
Averages 5.7 rebounds per game, second most in the team, behind only Barbara Turner. Pass deflected by Montgomery, and Turner comes away with it. Here's Wolf, 4 on 2 if they hurry. Pass a little bit behind Turner, made the tough catch.
Now, there aren't many forwards in the country who have the mobility and the hands of Barbara Turner.
King defended by Strother. Now on the switch, a little mismatch inside, and Army takes advantage of it as Stone rolls to the hoop.
Yeah, that was really smart recognition by the Black Knights.
UConn tried to switch back, but too late. Thomas gives to Wolf. Strother at the foul line. Right side Wolf for 3. Not much of a trajectory on that shot.
Well, yeah, that was a line drive. Got to get under it more.
Begonia to King. King spins, shoots over Thomas. Strother loses the rebound to Stone. To Enright, shoots over Strother again. She's got 6 points.
Just so fundamentally sound, Enright. You know, uses the glass. I like, she can go left, she can go right. Tough kid to guard.
Took only 9 shots against the Air Force Academy, and Army needs her to take a lot more shots. And now Wolf gets the basket and the foul.
That showed a little strength there from Nicole Wolf.
First foul of the afternoon, and it's on Enright. Wolf coming off a season-high 16 minutes against Albany. She had 3 points the other night. Has a chance to get 3 when we come back.
Well, it looks like our UConn women are going to have their hands full today. We here in the studio have our hands full as well, working on a $15,000 goal here at Connecticut Public Television. That $15,000 goal is just a goal. It's what we're going to start to look at, but we're also going to be working past that today. As you know, we've been able this season to bring you 2 pledge-free games. Why you wouldn't want to see us, I don't know, but for those of you at home who'd like more basketball and a little less pledge, make your phone calls now. Every dollar above $15,000 goes in a pot so we can bring you another pledge-free game down the line. Now, if you come to the phone now and make your pledge of $75, we'd love to send along to you this great UConn Women's Media Guide. This is all things UConn women's basketball, past and present. Come to the phone now. We'll take you back to the Civic Center. We hope you're enjoying the game.
CPTV thanks SBC Yahoo DSL high-speed internet service, the official team captain and partner of CPTV's UConn women's basketball broadcasts. 866-811-5644. And Yankee Gas Services Company, expanding Connecticut's energy options with clean natural gas for home or business. On the web at yankeegas.com. The Connecticut Sun, the 2005 WNBA Eastern Conference champions. There's excitement in every seat. People's Bank, a financial team committed to Connecticut for over 160 years. People's is proud to be the official bank sponsor of the UConn Division of Athletics.
Evidently, they're headed straight for the party after the game, right?
They took my idea. I was thinking of wearing that.
It is New Year's Eve, and we're getting a close-up look at Kara Enright, leading scorer in the Patriot League, the Rookie of the Year in the conference a year ago.
Yeah, and you can see why she shoots 45% from the floor. There, going to her left, and then here, takes it right in traffic, uses the glass nicely. And then I like this one, just spot up, bank it in, easy, or rather makes it look easy.
She has scored in 3 different ways. Wolf misses the free throw. UConn missing 12 of 28 foul shots the other night against Albany. The Huskies shooting only 68% from the line for the year now, and that is only 6th best in the 16-team Big East. Full court trap. Swanier is checked in, so is Houston, and it immediately results in a steal, but Begonia steals it right back. And then Stone gets the ball but travels while on the floor. Second turnover for Army.
That was tremendous hustle by both clubs, but UConn really stepped it up with that half-court trap and made it difficult for Army to complete a pass.
UConn leads the Big East in steals, largely because of a Big East season high 23 steals against Hofstra, as Montgomery knocks down the 3.
I'll tell you, more and more she's shooting the ball from long range in the last several games.
Their 7th three of the year, only shooting 26% from behind the arc for the year. Begonia, and she'll throw up the deep three over Houston. Rebound down low to the smallest player on the floor, Soignier. UConn with both point guards on the floor at once. Gino Auriemma has utilized that lineup from time to time. Wolf gets bumped inside by Vrabel, no foul, and Begonia comes away with it.
Shoot, that was a pretty solid bump, too.
And Wright goes around the Vrabel screen, picked up on the switch by Turner. Cross-court pass thrown by Mickey Millette, who's checked in. Wild shot by Stone, doesn't get anywhere near the rim. Here's a 2-on-2. Montgomery tried to find Houston. Look at that tough catch.
Wow.
Catching the pass in traffic and finishing.
Now that had a very good ending, but you got to be careful, Montgomery. When you go up, you got to know what you're doing with the ball.
How in the world did she catch that?
I don't know.
Got a set of meat hooks for hands, doesn't she?
Anything in her vicinity. You know why? Because she knows she can score.
Well,
grab the ball and score.
She scored 3,837 points in high school, more than anyone in California history. Broke the record held by the great Cheryl Miller. And we checked with the high school people, and that did not include layup drills. All of those actually were in the games. The high school games are what, 8-minute quarters?
Yeah,
32-minute games.
Isn't that ridiculous?
How do you score 3,800 points when you only play 32-minute games? Here's a foul at the other end of the floor on UConn on Mel Thomas. First on the Huskies this afternoon. Inbound pass to Vrabel, being guarded for the moment by the diminutive Montgomery. Let's see if they try it. She's trying to post her up, but they don't get her the ball. Instead, Enright misses the shot. Long rebound. Strother deflects. Enright comes away with it. Left side, Alex McGuire is checked in. She can't get it to go. And the putback by Vrabel is good.
Army, they're relentless on the offensive boards.
Out rebounding the Huskies in the early going, 8-6. Soignier up top to Montgomery. Thomas finds Soignier on the right, and she'll throw up the three. Great box out for the rebound, pulled down by Megan Evans. Army has made frequent substitutions early. Turn inside, Vrabel blocked by Houston, but there's Evans with the putback.
Evans at the right place at the right time.
Freshman from Canaan, New Hampshire, so she's back in New England to play against the number 8 team in the land. The field goal shooting story identical early, and Houston scoring despite the hand in the face from Vrabel. Full court pressure. Up the side, Army goes, now back to the middle. McGuire waits for help and gives it to Enright. Down low, juggled by Evans, and Thomas took it away. Here's a 3-on-3. Strother goes by McGuire but can't finish. Rebound, Mickey Millette. Played 7.5 minutes. It's UConn by 4. This game is flying by. McGuire to Millette. Low block, Evans. And from the weak side, here's Soignier from the steal. Nobody's going to catch her.
Well, Soignier just such a pest defensively, coming down, swiping the ball away, helping down in the low post.
And Montgomery nearly with another steal. 20-second timeout, 30-second timeout called by Maggie Dixon. UConn has opened up a 6-point lead. Here's Soignier's 22nd steal of the year.
Well, that's why, as a former post player, I always hated guards like Soignier, because they come down and they just make your life miserable. You're worried enough about
smack him, don't you?
And you're typically bigger than him, so you can. But you're worried about the defender behind you, so you're looking to see where they are, where you can make a move. And then you got the pest coming down, but that's the best way to play defense, and Soignier is getting so good at coming down and swiping it away.
Part of the New Year's Eve matinee crowd to see the Huskies play their 4th of 5 consecutive home games. They're 8-1 at home this year, 4-1 here at the Civic Center. The lone loss to 8th-ranked North Carolina. Next up for UConn will be Big East opponent Georgetown. That will be Wednesday night at Gamble Pavilion. The Huskies' first game on campus since November 20th in the final championship game of the preseason WNIT. Georgetown coming off a home win over Clemson last night. Hoyas only have 8 players on their roster. Under second-year coach Terry Williams. Flanoy. Thomas with the steal. And
Great hustle.
Soigné, Strother for 3. Got it.
Oh, and she had Kalena Green open on the other side of the floor, but Strother felt it.
9-point lead. Strother's 23rd 3 of the year, 6th most in the Big East. And Soigné creates the held ball, this time the arrow pointing toward UConn. And that'll bring us to an official timeout. And Strother is 3rd in UConn history in 3-point field goals. This is the 227th of her career.
Love UConn basketball? CPTV and SBC Yahoo DSL high-speed internet have it all for you at cptv.org. You'll find CPTV hoop streams powered by Limelight Networks, exclusive video downloads, player profiles, game schedules, summaries, stats, wallpapers, screensavers, and email updates. And if you have questions, ask Harriet and get answers. SBC Yahoo DSL is the official team captain and partner of CPTV's UConn broadcasts.
Connecticut Lottery funds support health care to help make us healthier. Schools and libraries to help make us smarter. Fire and police departments to help make us safer. Since 1972, the Connecticut Lottery has given $5.5 billion to the state to help create a better life for everyone. So when someone plays the Connecticut Lottery, all 3.5 million people in the state are winners.
Backed by popular demand, it's CPTV's Hoop Streams, where you can catch all the UConn women's basketball action from any computer. With your high-speed internet connection like SBC Yahoo DSL service, you can enjoy all of the games live, plus download past games and other exclusive features. Subscription information is available at cptv.org. Hoop Streams is sponsored by SBC Yahoo DSL high-speed internet service, the official team captain and partner of CPTV's UConn broadcast.
UConn shooting 53% in the first 8.5 minutes, out to a 9-point lead. And Strother continues to inch closer to the top in the great 3-point shooters in UConn history.
Look at that. I mean, 52 more to go to get to Wendy Davis. When do you predict she'll get there?
Well, let's see how many games they have left. They have, I think, 18 games left, plus at least one in the Big East tournament, one in the NCAA.
Maybe,
she might not get there at all.
She might eclipse. If
she does it, it'll be close.
Yeah.
Certainly won't break Tarazi's record. Soigné called for the travel. Turnover number 3 on UConn. Substitution for Army Enright back in as she replaces Millette. Enright had a 28-point game against Baylor. Baylor, not only the defending national champs, but undefeated and ranked number 4 in the country this year. That's the most points scored by a Patriot League player, and it's her career high. Begonia back in. Tries to penetrate Strother with the kick, so the shot clock will get recycled to 15. That's one of the new rules in college basketball this year. You don't recycle the shot clock on a kick unless the time is below 15, and then you reset it at 15. Shot inside, taken by McGuire, is blocked. Here comes Strother on the left wing. Up top, Soigné. Kalena Green is checked in for the Huskies for the first time. Houston, her second game back after missing 4 games with a foot injury. Missed 4 out of 5 with that injury. Thomas for 3. Rebound inside, pulled down by Evans. We approach the midway point of the first half. UConn by 9. The Huskies have won 5 in a row since losing their only game of the year to North Carolina back on December 5th. And she stepped on the end line, so that's turnover number 8 for the Black Knights. Maggie Dixon told me that when it comes to coaching at the academy, the kids find that basketball practice is an escape. We try to create a fun atmosphere because they need to relax sometime.
Yeah, I mean, all day long. Can you imagine it? They got their formation in the morning and then dealing with all of that stuff during the day. Basketball's got to be fun.
Thomas for 3. Her 30th of the year. That's second most in the Big East. So the UConn lead is now 12.
Conversely, the UConn players probably feel like going to practice is at some sort of academy.
Left side three is drilled by McGuire, who's coming off a 13-point effort against the Air Force Academy, tying her career high. Evans got a hand on it, knocked it out of bounds. Brittany Hunter is checked in for the Huskies. McGuire, one of several freshmen, seeing lots of playing time for the Black Knights.
Yeah, only her third three of the year.
Down low, Turner counted in the foul on Stone.
Yeah, Stone wants that one back. You hate when you commit those types of fouls because you're just giving up an extra point for no reason and giving yourself a foul. Just let it go.
Black Knights fell asleep on the inbound pass.
And that's usually when you commit fouls like that, is because you weren't at the right place at the right time and you're trying to correct a mistake, and oftentimes you end up compounding it.
Turner for the season 64.7% from the line. She's got 7, and the UConn lead is 12. Marguerite King, who started the game, back in the lineup. Army spreading the floor a little bit more on this possession. McGuire was knocked away by Thomas momentarily. Shot clock inside 10. Enright for 3, off balance.
How about that? Dribbling left, off balance. Mel Thomas in her face.
She's got 9 points already. Strother loses the ball over the end line, but McGuire touched it last. 27 seconds left on the shot clock. There's a look at Enright, who a year ago was not only the Rookie of the Year in the Patriot League, but was a second-team all-conference performer. Strother, deep 3. Rebound batted around, and we might get Hunter over the back on the foul. Her first and number 2 on UConn. Hunter, 6 points, 5 rebounds in 10 minutes the other night against Albany. And it's not so much the total, Megan, but the way she played.
Yeah,
she seemed to play with a little more crispness and confidence.
Yeah, she just looks like she's coming together.
Enright finally misses a shot. Boy, she has an arsenal of moves, doesn't she?
She can beat you in so many different ways.
She only missed 2 of her 6 shots. Strother catch and shoot on the wing. Rebound McGuire. Army looking for something in transition. UConn does a good job of getting back defensively. Skip pass, Enright, you got to find her. Air ball. Turner had a hand in her face. And then as Evans turns to the middle, Strother comes away with it. Here's Turner running the floor. Great hustle play by McGuire to take it away.
Great block.
Now McGuire is going to be...
And McGuire's called for that, I think.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. Reach in foul on McGuire. What a play she made at the other end, though, huh?
Well, yeah, I mean...
Wow.
You can't guard that any better.
She not only took it away, but she then went to get it, stayed in bounds, but then at the other end of the floor, she probably should have taken a head count. It was 1 on 4, and the one didn't win.
Yeah, see, that's where you got to temper your enthusiasm and your adrenaline from the defensive end and not get carried away on offense.
Great anticipation by Evans as she intercepts the entry pass. And we'll get a bump here on Houston at the midcourt line. Number 1 on her, number 3 on the team. So McGuire will inbound in the forecourt on the far side to Begonia. Left side, McGuire. And Vrabel and Turner were going at it in the post, and Vrabel will be called for the offensive foul. Her first, and number 5 on the team. UConn's 4-0 on New Year's Eve in their history.
In pursuit of perfection, this brand new autobiography opens all the doors on Gino Auriemma in his own words. Featuring a foreword from Diana Taurasi, this hardcover book tells the story of how one man strove for excellence and won the respect of his players and countless fans along the way. We can say thank you with a copy of this brand new book for a pledge of $100 in support of UConn women's basketball on CPTV. Call or go online now to become a member. CPTV thanks our team captain, SBC Yahoo DSL high-speed internet service, proud sponsor of UConn Athletics and CPTV. And Big Y World Class Markets, a community of employees serving the communities in which they live. Phoenix, helping secure the financial futures of individuals through innovative life insurance, annuity, and asset management products and services.
UConn. Great pick.
Well, before long, it will be 2006. UConn hopes to bring an 11-1 record into the new year.
Well, this is a silly question for me, but feeling hungry? Always. Stay with CBTV.
Only when I'm awake.
Following today's game to see America's Test Kitchen Quick Pastas.
Ooh.
You'll get 3 pesto recipes and easy versions of pasta with tomatoes, olives, and feta cheese. Plus, you'll see the results of their sun-dried tomato taste tests.
We could probably scratch that off the list of pastas that Bob dislikes. It's a short list. It's a non-existent list.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have a list there. I'll eat anything.
Thomas. Strother sets the screen. Jen Hansen, number 34, is checked in. Houston, I'm not even sure she was looking at the basket. Didn't matter.
Oh, there are 3 players on her?
The UConn lead is up to 11. Houston with 7 points in the early going. Left side, King. Up top, it's Evans. King goes baseline. Some weak side help from Strother, knocked out of bounds by Turner. It is New Year's Eve, and we are at the Civic Center in Hartford, Connecticut. I'm Bob Picozzi, along with Megan Kumo. So glad that you've joined us for UConn basketball. The Huskies nationally ranked for the 234th straight week, really taking advantage of the transition opportunities today. And the Army turnovers. That was the 12th for the Black Knights. 12 turnovers, only 8 field goals.
Yeah, they average 19 a game, so they are well on their way to their average.
Thomas counted in the foul. This will be on Enright, her second.
Nice strong move to the hole. She saw a little daylight. You see Enright lost her footing. No weak side help. And Thomas just so strong. Can make it and get fouled.
Thomas, by scoring only 7 points against Albany the other night, relinquished her team's scoring lead to Ann Strother, now averaging 14.6 per game, but she has really blossomed in her sophomore year. In fact, right from the very get-go, completely different player than the one we saw a year ago.
Yeah, it's amazing what a little confidence can do for you, and a little maturity.
And it's not that unusual for a player to develop between their freshman and sophomore year over the summer.
Well, what is it that the coaches say? The best thing about freshmen is that they become sophomores.
Right. Deflected out of bounds by Soignier. 9 seconds to shoot.
2 games in a row. Kara
Knights.
Walters with the big catch with the ball out of bounds.
And another assist as she threw that crisp chest pass back to the official, Joe Vasili.
We've checked. It is the first pass she's ever made.
Well, that would be the second one this week. What a move inside by Evans. 6 minutes to go in the half. The UConn lead is a dozen. Strother throws up the deep three.
How about that with Hansen in her face?
Second of the afternoon for Strother, who already has 8 points. Strother is 6th in the Big East in three-point shooting percentage, knocking down 36% of them. Enright, here comes the switch and the double team. Soignier passes out of the double team to Evans. Shot was blocked by Strother. Will get a held ball, and that was the 100th block shot of Ann Strother's career. She's now all alone in 9th place on the all-time list. She shared that spot entering the day with Paige Sauer.
Yeah, Paige was a 6'5" center, and who'd have thunk it? You know, Ann came in as a guard. Now she's jumping center to start the game.
We haven't figured out what Strother is. We know she's 6'3", but she plays every position.
And what did she enroll as a freshman as? Was she about 6'1"? Because she's definitely grown in the last 3 years.
I think she might have been listed as 6'2", but she can. She can do everything.
Yeah,
she's tied for the team lead. She's tied for the team lead in assists. She leads the team in block shots and in scoring. Begonia beats the clock with a banker from 3.
Hey, they'll take it any way they can get it right now.
Her team leading 14th 3 of the year, 7th most in the Patriot League. The lead is a dozen. Turner cross-court Thomas. Soigné to Houston. Puts it on the floor. Can't get it to go. The rebound by Evans, already her 6th.
Wow.
She averages 4.5 per game. Nice look inside to Vrabel.
Lack of communication defensively for the Huskies. And Army took advantage.
Pretty pass from Jen Hansen. Vrabel's got 4. Soigné to Houston. Right side Thomas juggled it, then somehow saved it. But I think Houston touched it last. 6th turnover for UConn. Army picked 3rd in the Patriot League in the preseason poll, behind Holy Cross and Lehigh. UConn defeated Holy Cross here at the Civic Center on December 19th. Maggie Dixon said, we've really struggled with turnovers. Sometimes we tend to try to play too fast.
And that happens so often when you're a good defensive team, which they are. You get things going on the defensive end, and then you have to learn how to temper that when you transition to offense.
Hansen, the all-time leading 3-point field goals shooter in Army history, misses badly on that one. 121 career threes. She's only a junior. Houston forced that shot, trying to draw the foul. She didn't get it. Here's Begonia. Vrabel sets the screen. Instead, she goes the other way. Ashley Magnani checks in, and Houston creates the held ball. Arrow pointing toward UConn. So that's turnover number 12 for Army. UConn has used 7 different starting lineups this year. Huskies up 10.
3 seasons. 12 determined women. 2 WNBA Eastern Conference championships. The Connecticut Sun have done it again, capturing the Eastern Conference title for a 2nd consecutive year. And now they're ready for 2006. For season ticket information, call 1-877-SUN-TICKS or go to ConnecticutSun.com. The Connecticut Sun. There's excitement in every seat.
My whole style is just to get the kids involved. So when they see technology, to them it's automatically fun. As I say, it's kind of like the Jetsons meets the Flintstones in that, people are writing on stone tablets or they're writing on, little iMacs. But they're still writing, they're still needing to get those same basic ways of expressing themselves.
SBC Yahoo DSL provides a high-speed connection to the internet with advanced parental controls. More information is at 800-750-8400.
The Education Express program at Big Y World Class Markets.
Only the 2nd meeting ever between UConn and Army, and the Huskies out to a 10-point lead.
Well, Bob, because you may not have much going on tonight on CPTV, visit 4 of America's leading aquariums, including the New England Aquarium in Boston and the Waikiki Aquarium in Honolulu. It is a remarkable and timely portrait of places that are making a difference in our understanding of life under the sea. Window to the Sea, tonight at 6. CPTV.
Plenty of time to catch that and still not miss the kickoff of the Giants-Raiders game. There you go. UConn basketball, Windows of the Sea, and the Giants. What could be better than that? You don't need to go out and go to a party.
And the pasta thing, yeah, forget it.
Yeah, well, you can eat the pasta during it. Turner down low, draws the triple team, and still scores.
Gets a home roll.
She's got 9. Huskies by a dozen. Begonia. Right side, McGuire nearly went out of bounds. Pass inside is juggled and stolen. Magnani lost it. Turnover number 13 for the Black Knights. Montgomery, good quick step. Strother for 3. And nothing but black shirts in the lane for the rebound. Up the floor quickly, McGuire. Boy, that kid knows how to play.
Yeah, she can get up and down the floor.
McGuire, a freshman from Gambrels, Maryland, from Arundel High School. Her dad and 2 uncles attended the United States Military Academy.
Yeah, so many of these players had relatives, whether
they make all of our lineage look rather
lame. Yeah, rather lame.
Montgomery's shot, I think McGuire may have altered that. One of the kids, dad was an Air Force Brigadier General.
Yeah. You know, grandfathers and great-grandfathers in World War II, Vietnam.
Right. Jillian Bush, her dad Andy is a Brigadier General in the Air Force.
Yeah, my dad played football at Rutgers.
Well, he went to a ball game this year for the 2nd time ever. Vrabel draws the foul, and she'll get to the free throw line. And
gave up just a few yards in total offense.
Right. Megan Vrabel's dad was a retired Marine. Dad is Michael. You probably get that more than any other school. And keep in mind that on top of everything else, the United States Military Academy is a university. But probably more than any other place, the service academies, you have that lineage where it's continued through generations.
Yeah, and so much of the recruiting, you know, it's going to be a different sort of recruiting for Maggie Dixon, coming from 5 years at DePaul, where she was their recruiting coordinator, and a terrific one at that, as they're nationally ranked.
That's UConn grad Master Sergeant Frank May, and he did a terrific job singing the national anthem today.
Yeah,
nice touch for UConn.
It was nice. Yeah, once they gave him a microphone, that worked.
Yeah, first one didn't work. I'll tell you what, with his voice, he didn't need a microphone.
I know, he didn't at all.
Turner rebounds the missed free throw as we approach the 2-minute mark with UConn up 9. Thomas.
Ooh. Can't say it was tripped.
Gets up okay. Montgomery misses the shot, and the rebound is pulled down by Hanson. Cross-court Vrabel. Army looking to run much more than most UConn opponents.
Yeah, they're an up-tempo team. Their guard, their strength is in their guards, and Maggie likes the up-tempo style. And again, she's got to remember, she's only been there for 2 months.
Right. She was hired October 5th. This is her first head coaching job, and she only spent 3 years as an assistant. Her entire coaching career consists of 3 years as an assistant under Doug Bruno at a very successful DePaul program. 1 year as the director of basketball operations before that. So this is a great opportunity at age 28 to be a head coach at a Division I school. And as we mentioned, talk about lineage and family tradition. Her older brother Jamie, the very successful men's basketball coach at University of Pittsburgh, undefeated, ranked 23rd in the country. Strother, ball fake, throws up the 3. Rebound, Turner fights for it and tips it to Strother. Montgomery will reset the offense. Up high, Turner to Kearns. Kearns played the most minutes in a game in her career the other night against Albany. Turner down low, spins, goes right by Vrabel.
Yeah, when Barbara Turner gets position inside, and if she feels that she's got an advantage there, she was just so much quicker, the quick spin.
11 points for Turner, so that's her 6th double-figure effort of the year, 68th of her career, and the 4th in a row. She's really come alive.
Nice pass.
Nice cut to the hole by Evans, and Hanson found her. Army has 8 assists on their 13 field goals.
Talk about sharing the wealth.
Kearns to Turner. About a 7-second differential. Shot clock, game clock. Spacing way off on this possession for UConn. Shot clock inside 10. Turner from the top of the key.
She doesn't need spacing.
Only her 3rd 3 of the year, so she's got 14 points. Shot clock off. Down low, and the bailout foul committed by Thomas, and that will send Evans to the line. 2 on Thomas, 4 on UConn. There's a look at Turner coming off the season high 18 points. And now they're saying she wasn't in the act of shooting. You could have fooled me.
Wow.
2 seconds to go. Evans may have taken an extra step or 2.
Or 5.
Now, will Gino Auriemma use that timeout with 4/10 of a second? It's tough to go 94 feet in 4/10 of a second. And they won't.
Yeah, you can barely get a shot off.
Barbara Turner, 2 days after getting a season-high 18 points, 14 points and 5 rebounds in the first half. The Huskies shot 50%. Turner already in double figures for the 6th time this year, and she's got a half to go. UConn leads it 42-30. UConn has won 55 of its last 60 games here at the Hartford Civic Center. And Strother with 8 first-half points. UConn leading Army 42-30 at halftime. I'm Bob Picozzi. Welcome back to the Civic Center. Megan Kumo standing by with the associate head coach of the Huskies, Chris Daly.
Bob, thank you. CD, first of all, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
You guys shot almost about 50% there in that first half, but I know you weren't happy with the rebounding.
Well, we shot well, but getting out rebounded by 10 is not a good sign, and it's something that we talked about before the game, so we're really disappointed with that.
How about Barbara Turner really coming on well lately?
Yeah, she's should against a team like this. They don't have a whole lot of size, but we really need to hit the glass on both ends.
All right, good luck the second half.
Thank you. Back to you, Bob.
Thank you very much, Chris. This is an Army team that was out-rebounded by the Air Force Academy 48-25, and they're out-rebounding UConn 22-12 halfway through. And the good news, as Megan pointed out, is that UConn shot 50%. The bad news is Army shot 46%. For the year, UConn allows its opponents to shoot only 36%, and Army got way too many easy looks at the hoop in the first 20 minutes, assisting on 8 of their 13 baskets. Kara Enright, leading scorer in the Patriot League, scored most of those 9 points early. Barbara Turner, we talked about her at the top of the telecast, and she had a very solid first half at the offensive end of the floor. Army ball to begin the second half, down by 12. The Black Knights have lost 3 of their last 4. Left side, Marguerite King with the jumper. Rebound inside, Enright.
Not a good way to start that second half when they're talking about rebounding and then give up an offensive one.
Enright with 11, so she's in double figures for the 9th time, or the 10th time this year in 12 games. Turner, foul line jumper. She is on fire. 7 for 8 for the floor, Meg.
Well, you know, and Chris mentioned how, yeah, she should, because they don't have a lot of big guys, but a lot of her points are coming away from the basket.
16 points, had a season high 18 2 nights ago against Albany. King, defended by Thomas, skip pass, Begonia for 3, air ball, and there's Turner with rebound number 6. She leads the team in that category this afternoon. Montgomery at the other end, offensive foul. Her first, number 1 on UConn here in the second half. Huskies got very little, Megan, out of their guards in the first half.
Yeah, they absolutely did. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to Army for taking away the perimeter game for the Huskies. And that's their strength, Army, their outside game.
I've been very impressed by the way the Black Knights have played so far today against an obviously much more talented and taller team.
Especially with a coaching staff that's been there for 2 months.
Montgomery with the steal, and Army takes it right back. 7th turnover for the Huskies. Here's Enright. Baseline, King. Up top, Begonia. At the foul line, Vrabel. Entry pass, low block, Stone. Rebound, pulled down by Turner again. It's her 7th.
Yeah, ripped down by Barbara Turner.
Here's Wolf. Somebody forgot to pick her up.
And how about she finishes it with the right hand, a left-handed layup, and the kid's left-handed, and she finishes with the weak hand.
Maybe she was just practicing. Hard to figure. 3rd and 4th. Points of the day, that is. Enright misses the easy shot. Thomas on the floor creates the held ball. Arrow pointing toward UConn.
Yeah, interesting. Enright misses that one. It's the easiest look she's had all afternoon. She made many shots much more difficult. You see what's something's written on her hand.
Wonder what it is.
Could be some offense.
Maybe it's one of those pasta recipes. Thomas to Turner. Maybe she ran by. She heard you reading that promo.
That could have been.
You know. Strather for three. Off Enright's hand. Nope. Last touch by the Huskies. Okay. Well, look at that. What does it say?
What does it say? Defense, rebound, passes, shoot with legs, play hard, have fun. There you go. It's a little friendly reminder.
Now, I wondered, did she try to do all 6 of those things at once? You know, it's like the golf swing. You know, you concentrate on more than 2 things, and you have no chance. On the right, Begonia. Down low, Vrabel fouled by Strather, her second. 2 on UConn here in the second half. So,
Army doing a nice job, Bob, of staying in their game plan, not getting frazzled.
So Vrabel will go to the line, a 6'1" senior from Stafford High School in Stafford, Virginia. Didn't score in 12 minutes on Thursday against the Air Force Academy. Maggie Dixon said, I always wanted to teach. Our parents always taught us when you decide to go for something, do it with all of your heart. She said she was speaking not only for herself, but for her older brother, Jamie, men's coach at Pittsburgh, as we mentioned a few times. Strather starts to penetrate, leaves to Thomas for 3, long rebound Begonia. Thomas has struggled with her shot in the last couple of games. For the year, she's knocking down 47% from three-point range. Vrabel over Turner.
Vrabel is on fire of late. You know, she had 17 points against Central Connecticut earlier this year. Something about the state of Connecticut.
Right, that game was played in New Britain. In fact, Army's staying at the same hotel the last couple nights that they stayed for the Central game.
So they feel like they're home.
Yep.
They're a combination of 2 things: a bad pass from Barbara Turner and a bad job by Ann Strather in keeping Stone on her back.
Foul will be called on Wolf. Will get Enright to the free throw line. Number 1 on Wolf and 3 on UConn.
And a nice penetration. Wolf just has to do a better job of moving her feet. Enright's had her way getting by Wolf at various points here this afternoon.
Enright knocks down the first free throw. Maggie Dixon says that Enright does a great job of attacking the basket, does a little bit of everything, and she's the one who brings great energy to the entire team. Well, I would imagine, Meg, if you're the Black Knights and you see a player that talented on the team, frankly, you know, considerably more talented than the other players on the team, you think every time you got a chance, you know?
Absolutely.
We got number 12 on our team. We got a chance tonight.
You know, and if she's a high energy, hard worker, well, then that kind of stuff is contagious.
Army doing a great job of hanging around against the number 8 team in the country. Down low, Vrabel will be called for the hold on the post. Her second, first team foul on the Black Knights. Shoot with the legs. That's what it says on her hand.
Rock with the good times, roll with the bad. Plan to keep the party going and going. Inspired strategies, innovative products. Phoenix Life Annuities Asset Management.
Yale New Haven Children's Hospital is in the forefront of the development of less invasive surgeries for children. These surgical techniques mean faster, fuller recoveries. Best of all, they let kids get back to being kids faster. To learn more about Yale New Haven Children's Hospital, call this number or visit www.ynhh.org. Yale New Haven Hospital, world-class healthcare here in Connecticut.
My name is Murray Williams. You may remember me by some of my moves on the basketball court during my playing days at the University of Connecticut. My best move was continuing my education through the University of Connecticut BGS program. I like the flexibility of the program. It allowed me to continue my education as well as continue my employment. Long after people forget Murray Williams, the basketball player, I still have that degree to fall back on, and it's an achievement that I'll always cherish.
won 156 of its last 159 games against unranked opponents, but the unranked Black Knights of Army giving the Huskies all they could handle this afternoon.
I mean, and think about it. They haven't, I mean, they've only been around since 76, 77. Patriot League, they joined that in 1990. Division II tournament. I mean, it's not like they've been around certainly as long as the UConn program and many other programs.
Out of the media timeout, quick jumper by Soignier. Of course, the Patriot League is one of these leagues you're never going to get more than one team in the NCAA tournament, so you have to win the conference tournament to get there. Soignier, talk about providing some energy, gets the jumper, the steal, can't finish, and she evidently touched it last as she stepped on the end line. Certainly not for lack of effort. Talk about quick.
Yeah, wow. I mean, so explosive as she just blew by the two Army players and she had the ball, which is harder to do. And Jack Reardon said that Barbara Turner, he said Barbara Turner's foot touched the line when she came down from that rebound.
Size 27 sneak. She was in front of the rim.
She's got a large foot.
I don't get that one.
Neither did she, if you saw her reaction.
Not unless she was wearing Shaquille's Nikes today. Here's Hansen for three, all-time leading three-point shooter for Army, and rebound number 10 for Turner. So there's her fourth double-double in her last 7 games.
I think she surprised Wilnette Crockett with that pass.
And Crockett gives to Strother, who knocks down the jumper. She's got 10. She's in double figures for the 11th time in 12 games this year. So Strother and Turner, it's been a two-person combination for the last couple of games. They've combined for 26 points and 13 rebounds. It's a 13-point lead.
And here we are, the newest fan of CPTV. This is Sarah Rose Flynn. And she's looking at them clapping, but she's been watching the game and she's infatuated with Jonathan. Aren't you, Sarah Rose? But what do we say to the audience? Time to be a member of CPTV, right? Yes, she agrees. Right. So it's your opportunity. $50 pledge will bring Jonathan to you. And if you have someone in your life like Sarah Rose, you're going to want to have that in their collection as well. We'll be going back to the game in just a moment, but this is your opportunity, the last opportunity in 2005 for you to make a pledge. And if you're worried about tax deductibility, this is a perfect one. And is this picture not worth a million words? And you will help us right now reach that $15,000 goal. We're at about $3,500 and we have a long way to go. We want to reach that $15,000 goal so that we can begin matching pledges over that. So help us right now. We'll go back to the game and you won't miss a moment. And Sarah will be here with me, as will all the other staff and the volunteers, waiting for your pledge, waiting for the pledge that will tell us that we've done the right thing all these years, 11 years of bringing you broadcasts. That's right, Sarah. Tell them it's time to become a member of CPTV. It's time for you to start the new year in the proper way as a member of CPTV. Sarah agrees. All of the staff and the volunteers agree. I hope you agree, and you'll make that call right now. And thank you if you've already made your pledge today.
So, Megan, what do you think that little guy's dad's going to be doing tonight around 8 o'clock?
Yeah, I think the same thing you're going to be doing. And then, you know, folks, you can celebrate New Year's Eve in classic style with the Glenn Miller Spectacular, big band sound of World War II, George Clooney's Aunt Rosemary, and Fever, the music of Peggy Lee. All for you New Year's Eve on CPTV tonight starting at 8.
If you're in the mood, right?
There you go.
Strother to Thomas. Here's Soignier. Huskies up 13 following the Army timeout. Soignier has really brought an infusion of energy to this unit on the floor, and Strother is on fire.
That's a backbreaker for Army, that three-pointer there by Ann Strother. You know, just a mere few minutes ago, they had this game to 9.
And we'll get a held ball created by Strother. Arrow pointing toward the Black Knights. Still 28 left on the shot clock. Strother and Turner have combined for 29 points and 13 rebounds. It's a 7-0 run. They've scored all 7 points between the two of them. Turner with her 4th double-double of the year, the 10th of her career. It's her 4th double-double in the last 7 games. Begonia drives the lane, leaves for Stone, another held ball. This time it'll go to UConn. That little Soignier is all over the place.
I tell you what, she has been everywhere.
It's been a tough year for Keisha. She lost both of her paternal grandparents. They both passed away in the last year, plus their grandparents' home was severely damaged by Hurricane Katrina. There are plans to rebuild. She's very close to both of her grandparents.
Yeah, that was a huge loss for both Keisha and her parents.
Those would be her dad Cornell's parents. Both, and speaking of playing West Point,
yeah,
both of her parents are retired from careers in the Army. Cornell was stationed for a while in Kuwait. Her mom Rosie was stationed in Bosnia. She's lived all over the place as a result of being the daughter of a couple of Army veterans. Maggie Dixon's from Southern California. She told me, I asked her yesterday, just how good is this DePaul team? She said, very good. I said, good enough to compete with UConn, Notre Dame, and Rutgers in the Big East? She said, you bet. That's where she spent her last 4 years, on the DePaul staff.
And she recruited all those kids. Of course she's going to say that.
Right. Well, she's got a very close relationship with Kyra Smith, who's one of the top players in the Big East. Soigné called for the travel. And UConn will visit DePaul on January 28th. Gino Auriemma is very good friends with the Blue Demons head coach, Doug Bruno.
Dangerous duo when they get together.
Oh, really? Oh, my goodness. Saturday night in Chicago with those two.
Yeah, scary.
January 28th, the date for that one. We'll have it for you here on CPTV. DePaul, one of the 5 new teams in the Big East this year. Vrabel missing on the 3, and Soigné pulls down the rebound. Her second. Huskies up 16. Strother looks inside, instead goes back to Thomas. Gives to Crockett, who screens for Strother. This is a 2. And Crockett goes right to the rim and gets the rebound. Another held ball. Following the held ball, Joe Vasili, the official, the diminutive Joe Vasili, collided with Crockett. And he came out on the short end of that one.
Without a doubt.
Keep it rolling. There you go.
It knocked off his little precision timing, little beeper.
Among other things.
Yeah, exactly. Bruised a rib.
Knocked off his right hip, too. Crockett is solid. Thomas goes right by Enright. Can't finish, but the blocking foul will be called on McGuire. Her second. And that's number 2 on Army here in the second half. Look at McGuire coming off a 13-point effort against the Air Force Academy. Interesting scheduling for Army, playing a game 2/3 the way across the country on a Thursday afternoon, then having to come here. They didn't get to their hotel in Hartford until 2:30 in the morning that Thursday night.
And you know how when you get a poor night's sleep one night, it affects you 2 days later.
Great hand for Turner, who leads with 16 points and 10 rebounds. Maggie Dixon told me, we want to take something from this game and build on it, because playing in an environment like this against a team like UConn is a great opportunity for my young team to learn and grow.
And this is as we've mentioned throughout the broadcast, these are not normal college kids either. They're a little bit more mature.
No, they don't. She was telling me the normal credit load is 16, 18 credits for a college kid. The Army kids take 24 credits every semester.
Oh, that is ridiculous.
When you go to one of the service academies, you are challenged academically,
and
mentally, emotionally, physically, 24 hours a day.
And many of them end up, and we were talking about this in the first half, many of them contact Army. It's not as easy to go out and recruit and solicit kids, but many of them, due to their family lineage, many of them contact the athletic department, and that's how the recruitment begins.
Only 4,000 enrollment. Service academies are very, very selective on who gains admission. They pick the cream of the crop. Down low shot is blocked out of bounds by Crockett. 17 left in the shot clock.
Again, Will finding ways to get involved here without scoring. She rebounds, she blocks shots, sets screens.
Averages 5 rebounds a game in only 12 minutes a game. McGuire did a nice job of drawing the foul. Tried to split the defense. It will be Crockett who was assessed her first. And that will be number 4 on UConn. It's a 16-point Husky lead inside the 12-minute mark.
CPTV thanks SBC Yahoo DSL high-speed internet service, the official team captain and partner of CPTV's UConn women's basketball broadcasts. 866-811-5644. And Yankee Gas Services Company, expanding Connecticut's energy options with clean natural gas for home or business. On the web at yankeegas.com. The Connecticut Sun, the 2005 WNBA Eastern Conference champions. There's excitement in every seat. People's Bank, a financial team committed to Connecticut for over 160 years. People's is proud to be the official bank sponsor of the UConn Division of Athletics.
UConn. Great pick.
We'll pick it up free. Contribute a card to CPTV. Visit us on the web or call toll free.
It's UConn by 16. Army 0-1 against teams from the Big East this year. They lost to St. John's. Army is in the Patriot League. 8 schools comprise the Patriot League. These are the standings in non-league play. They'll begin league play next week against Colgate. Of course, we saw Holy Cross earlier in the month, as we do each year.
And check out this kid, Nikki Millette, Bob. She's a team captain as voted by her teammates. She only plays 11 minutes a game, but how about she's one of 4 regiment commanders at the academy, and she's the first woman to ever be named as such. And huge honor, and each regiment commander commands about 1,200 or 1,400 students below them. So it tells you a little bit something about that young lady.
Well, at Thomas Edison High School, she was not only the class valedictorian, but she was the co-president of her class all 4 years. So the big, when they talk about the service academies, the big thing is that we build leaders. That's what it's all about. And I guess if you're elected by your peers as early as freshman year in high school, that they recognize that leadership ability in you.
Absolutely. And then by the time they're done all their commitments, they're about 28 years old. And you want to talk about a great foundation for the rest of your life.
Strother on the left. Throws up to 3 and knocks it down again, her 4th of the day.
Can do no wrong right now, that lady.
Strother with 16 points, so she and Turner have scored 32 of the Huskies' 58. The 2 seniors who are preseason all Big East selections, won national championships their first 2 years in a UConn uniform. Offensive foul on McGuire. The goal will not count.
Wilnette Crockett did an outstanding job of coming over from the weak side. And see, the key is you've got to get outside the lane when you slide over and greet the player outside the lane and try to get above the block.
You greet them, huh? Say hello, opponent.
Yeah, not a very nice greeting. I'd rather run into the basket support than run into Will Crockett.
Look at the backdoor cut by Thomas, and Strother found it. Wow,
what
that's
a
pretty.
pass. The high post player there was just a decoy.
That was great execution. UConn spent the whole night doing that to Tennessee in the NCAA championship game one year in Philadelphia. Won in 2000, right?
Yep.
Lady Vols never quite figured out how to defend it. Tennessee will host UConn 1 week from today in Knoxville. Their annual battle on national television. Look at this. If you love basketball, if you're a purist, you love this play.
Well, what I love too, Tahira Williams, usually the ball is supposed to go through the high post player, but what great recognition. First of all, Tahira let it go.
Yep.
And Strother, the perfect pass to the cutting Thomas.
Thomas faked one way. Strother saw it. They were on the same page. Swanier to Strother. Shot clock inside 10. Look at the screen set by Williams. Unfortunately, she's going to be called for a foul for setting that screen. Her first, and number 5 on UConn. Gino Auriemma was saying, Carl Adamek of the Manchester Journal-Enquirer had a story in today's paper about how, it's during semester break and the kids don't have classes, and says it's always challenging to figure out when to schedule practice. You do it too early and they're not awake. You do it too late and they'll spend all day sleeping. And Gino was quoted as saying, if sleeping were a sport, I have several first-team All-Americans.
Oh, that's great.
And this time the foul is going to be called, I think, on Millette setting the screen at the Army end of the floor.
Well, Gina's been known to throw out a few sarcastic comments here and there, huh?
No, not him.
But it is, I can remember how difficult it was, and they used to send us wake-up calls. We used to hate getting them, and we oftentimes went back to sleep.
Well, of course, they're kicked out of the dorms during the break. Strother called for the rare palming violation.
That's a good call. She did palm it.
13th turnover. Yeah, UConn literally stays in a hotel near the campus. So just to give you an example, when they go to Tennessee next weekend, they'll probably leave Friday, maybe Thursday. And then they'll leave Knoxville and they'll go right to New Jersey for the next stop on the road to play Seton Hall. I mean, you're either staying in a hotel near Stores or you're staying in a hotel near South Orange.
Absolutely.
Might as well change the scenery
6
a
of
little
one,
bit.
half dozen of the other.
Maybe
yeah.
the room service will be a little better.
Maybe a little bit more to do in the surrounding area. South Orange, that booming metropolis. Your old stomping grounds.
Spent 4 years of my life there. Not too much to do there. Swanier departs, gets a nice ovation from the crowd who appreciated the energy she demonstrated. 4 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists.
Yeah, she came in and really changed the complexion of the game.
Right, she was on the floor when the Huskies turned that 9-point lead into a 16-point.
Whoa. Well, now Crockett almost with the turnover.
Strother to Turner, ball fake.
Whoa, nice pass.
Tough angle to complete that pass. Strother for 3 again. Oh, she is unconscious. That's 5 threes for Strother. 5 for 8 from 3-point range. Mel Thomas knocked down 5 threes 3 different times this year. Evans, no good. Strother will chase the rebound down on a hop. Strother twice in her career has made 7 3-pointers in a game. Thomas knocks down her second 3 of the day. Anything you can do.
I can do better. It is contagious, Bob.
Yep. 5 threes by Strother equals her season high. She also had 5 against Indiana State in the second round of the preseason WNIT. Strother, Thomas, and Turner. 48 points among the 3 of them. 48 of the 66. 11-0 UConn run. Shot clock all the way down to 6. Vrabel throws it up over Thomas. Rebound chased down in the corner by Millette. Somebody from UConn stepped over the end line with it. Mel Thomas is second in the Big East in 3-point field goals and number 1 in 3-point shooting percentage. Pretty good illustration why.
Your recipe, our energy. Now you're cooking with gas. Natural gas. It comes from right here in North America. And it's a natural for cooking, heating, and hot water. Natural gas from Yankee Gas at yankeegas.com. Expanding Connecticut's energy options.
My whole style is just to get the kids involved. So when they see technology, to them it's automatically fun. As I say, it's kind of like the Jetsons meets the Flintstones in that, people are writing on stone tablets or they're writing on, little iMacs. But they're still writing, they're still needing to get those same basic ways of expressing themselves.
SBC Yahoo DSL provides a high-speed connection to the internet with advanced parental controls. More information is at 800-750-8400.
I'm not an old person.
I'm not an old person.
I'm a person. I want respect.
Respect.
Fresh thinking.
Freedom! Freedom!
It's not just about living long.
It's about living well.
And living my life.
Our lives.
I'm old. I'm bold.
Yes, I am.
Masonicare, an ageless commitment to caring.
Well, a crowd of about 11,000 here at the Hartford Civic Center. This little guy gets my vote for the cutest of the 11,000. Recognize
well, you're a little
him?
biased. You're a little biased.
That is Angelo Michael Cuomo, who is about to celebrate his first New Year's in the lap of Kathy Oriana.
And Jenna, his favorite babysitter.
Our producer wants us to go to the Ann Strother pack. We don't want to go to the Ann Strother. We want to look at Angelo.
Sorry, Ann. I think she would agree, though. She's a big fan as well.
Angelo's still undefeated, isn't he? He wasn't here for the Carolina game.
No, he wasn't here that game.
Well, it's obviously why they lost. I'm not sure what that was, but it results in a Strother steal. 25th turnover for the Black Knights. Left side Thomas for three. Wow.
Yeah, you just can't leave her that open.
It's like the three of them are playing horse. 19 for Strother, 16 for Turner, 16 for Thomas. 51 of the 69 scored by that trio.
And a difficult trio to try to contain.
Army tries the backdoor cut. Some nice weak side help from Crockett. Shot clock inside 10. McGuire goes around the screen set by Sarah Anderson, who's checked in, number 50. Just trying to beat the clock. Millette throws up a wild one, and here's Wolf. 4 on 2. Reversal, Thomas. Strother, down low Crockett.
Nice catch, a nice pass.
Like the Globetrotters on this possession.
That was huge for Wolf to make that three. And the best part about that play I saw at the end, Mel Thomas was wide open, and Nicole shot it. And I think the biggest ovation that Nicole Wolf got was from Mel Thomas.
First three of the year for Wolf. She had missed her first 9. Look at the passing on this sequence.
Well, I love this pass from Will.
Each pass got UConn into a better situation.
The bench knew that it was her first. They knew it was important for Nicole Wolf.
Nicole Wolf athletically is a junior. It's her 4th year here academically at UConn. As a matter of fact, she only needs to take one course in the spring semester to complete the credit requirements for her bachelor's degree. Didn't you always hate people like that when you were what a show off, huh? And of course, she has not yet decided whether she'll return next year. She still has one more year of eligibility left. She was a medical redshirt 2 years ago when she missed the last 32 games with a torn ACL in her left knee. Outstanding Dean's List student.
Well, if I had an input in that, I'd say, Nicole, put off the real world as long as you can. Stay in school. Play another year with this team. Start your graduate work. The rest of your life to work.
McGuire knocks down the three. McGuire scored 2,086 points in high school. The most ever at Arundel High School. Strother up top. Shot clock inside 10. Strother's had 5 rebounds and 5 assists. She finally missed a shot. Only her 4th miss in 9 3-point attempts. Down low, Strother. She didn't miss that
one. The nifty pass from Barbara Turner, and what a roll from Annie Strother.
21 points for Strother. 3rd time she's done that this year. That is scored 20, and the 12th time in her career. She has moved up to 18th on the all-time scoring list at UConn today, has passed both Carla Berube and Sue Bird. Berube played on UConn's first national championship team, and Bird played on their 2nd and 3rd ones. Thomas, the no-look pass to Cassie Kearns. Blocking foul called in the lane on the Black Knights on McGuire. That'll be her 4th. And number 6 on the Black Knights.
How about that?
They've outscored Army by 9 points just among the 3 of them.
Well, when the three of them are playing the way they are, it's going to be difficult for many teams to contend with the Huskies.
Now, if UConn can only get Brittany Hunter and Sharday Houston going, if they both can fill it up when they're operating at peak efficiency. Helena Green hits the jumper. UConn has a lot of, this isn't the greatest UConn team in the history of the school, but it's pretty deep.
They do have a lot
of pieces to
They
the
have
puzzle.
a lot of weapons, a lot of ways to hurt you. Oh, nice pass.
Good spin move inside by Evans. Can't finish. Comes to Sarah Anderson. No good. And the rebound is Turner's, her 13th. Turner has reached double figures in rebounds for the 4th time this year and 11th time in her career. As we approach the 4-minute mark, Green, who hasn't played that much today. Turner on the left will shoot over Evans. And the rebound is pulled down by Anderson. Sarah Anderson, 6'4" freshman from Honey Creek, Iowa. National Honor Society president at Tri-Center High School. Wolf played a season-high 16 minutes against Albany. Only took 1 shot and made it. If anything, at times she's too unselfish.
Yeah.
Here she is from 3-point range. She's knocked down 2 of them.
And there's a shot. Her expression didn't change. But the guys on the bench are up screaming and laughing.
And UConn's done a good job of keeping her quiet since she exploded early, has 15. And the right side jumper is knocked down by Enright.
She gets her average.
Enright, 2-time Patriot League Player of the Week already this season. Was named to the La Quinta Inn and Suites All-Tournament team.
It's pretty impressive that of the 39 college games she's played, 26 of them she scored in double figures. And that's just incredibly consistent.
Shot clock inside 10. Kearns for 3. No good. With that last 3, Wolf has 10 points. Her first double-figure scoring game of the year and the 6th of her career. Wolf had no 3-point field goals in UConn's first 11 games. She's knocked down 2 of them today.
Seems like the theme for today is doubles. Nicole Wolf in double figures. Barbara Turner working on another double-double. And right here in the studio, we have perhaps the best double-double of them all working on it right now. Our pledge goal today, $15,000. If we reach that pledge goal of $15,000, Friends of Connecticut Public Television are going to match it with another $15,000. We can't touch that money until we get the first 15. So 15 and 15 is the double-double that we're trying to reach right here at Connecticut Public Television, and we can do it, but only with your help. So please come to the phone now. We got a great way to say thank you. The Gino Ariemo autobiography. You see it right there. Your pledge of $150. We'll send it with his signature and an autograph on it. $100 unsigned. Please come to the phone. Get off the bench. Get in the game. Join the team.
CPTV thanks SBC Yahoo DSL high-speed internet service, the official team captain and partner of CPTV's UConn women's basketball broadcasts. 866-811-5644. And Yankee Gas Services Company, expanding Connecticut's energy options with clean natural gas for home or business. On the web at yankeegas.com. The Connecticut Sun, the 2005 WNBA Eastern Conference champions. There's excitement in every seat. People's Bank, a financial team committed to Connecticut for over 160 years. People's is proud to be the official bank sponsor of the UConn Division of Athletics.
Well, is it New Year's Eve or Halloween? At any rate, that Husky fan's having lots of fun. That's what it's all about.
Well, so Bob, we've seen some fancy footwork tonight, and for more, check out CPTV Sunday afternoon to learn ballroom dancing basics and enjoy world-class competition. Ballroom Dancing Basics, a CPTV national program, followed by International Dance Sport Championships Sunday starting at 12:30.
Ballroom dancing on ice, no less, huh?
Yikes.
Figure skates? Take some talent, some balance.
I get dizzy watching it.
Right side 3, Hansen. She had a school record 65 in one season a year ago. And Wolf comes away with her 4th rebound. Wolf 10 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Without question, her best game of the year. Kearns up top. 3 freshmen on the floor now. Kearns, Tahira Williams, and Kalena Green. Shot clock inside 10. Kearns hits the shot. I think the toe was on the line, so it's only a 2.
And Kearns, I could tell when she caught that ball, she was going to shoot it. She wanted to correct the previous air ball she had.
Her 14th and 15th points of the year. Gatorade Player of the Year last year in the state of Indiana, Valparaiso High School, and the Black Knights stepped on the sideline.
Yeah, Mickey Millett, a rare mistake in that regard, stepping on the sideline.
25th turnover. Kearns, a WBCA All-American last year, averaged 17 points and 6 rebounds per game as a senior in high school. Williams, as we hit the 1:30 mark. Boy, is this game fast, huh? Williams laying it up and in.
Williams fast herself on that move to the hoop.
I think everybody's anxious.
I think the officials have a plane to catch.
Start celebrating New Year's Eve.
They want to be home.
This game's going to be over in 1 hour and 40 minutes.
It's got to be a record.
And right, left side Evans. Of course, Army will bus home. It's about 1 hour and 45-minute drive from here to the magnificent campus on the banks of the Hudson River.
Although Maggie Dixon told me that she's going to stay up here. She's got a lot of family in the area. She's going to stay up this way for New Year's.
Wanye starts to go. Can't get it to go. We mentioned that Maggie Dixon is the younger sister of Pittsburgh coach Jamie Dixon. And Maggie, we were talking about that the other day. She said, he's 12 years older than I am. He's always been my idol. When his playing career ended, he began to work with me on my game, and that's when I first thought about coaching. Says she has a very close relationship with him. They try to chat as often as they can. Obviously, they're both very, very busy. Jamie's team is ranked 23rd in the country, undefeated. I think they have a game with Wisconsin on the road tonight. That'll be a tough test.
But you can rest assured that he's going to be checking in to find out the score of this game.
I'm sure he's very proud of his kid sis. As well he should be. Army acquitted itself quite well. Don't be deceived by this final margin. UConn, from a personnel standpoint, is just that much better.
Oh,
wow.
What a great pass. And unfortunately, Stone just was not looking.
Yeah, well, it's lucky he didn't take out her right eye. Landed in that area.
Crack her nose.
Wolf to Kearns. Hands to Soignier. About a 4-second differential. Shot clock, game clock. Green to Kearns. Shot clock now is down to 5. Green lost the handle. And the shot clock is now off as Stone comes away with it. See if Army can get one last shot off. Begonia and right. Throws up the 3. Can't get it to go. So Ann Strother ends the old year with a 21-point, 5-rebound, 5-assist effort. Gino Auriemma with career win number 568. His Huskies will celebrate the new year with their 5th consecutive victory and a record of 11-1. Bob Picozzi back at the Hartford Civic Center, where UConn has won its 178th straight home game against an unranked opponent, beating the Black Knights of Army 85-46. 4 Huskies in double figures, one of them Nicole Wolf, and she's standing by with Megan Kumo.
Bob, thank you very much. Nicole, a season high, 10 points, 5 rebounds. Did you feel especially good coming into the game today?
I think so. I think everybody's a little bit excited. It's New Year's Eve, and we just wanted to go out there and have fun.
Now, the noon tip didn't get you guys a little wacky. Did you have shoot around today?
We didn't. We had walkthrough at the hotel. But you know what? I think a lot of people like it better because you're not waiting around all day to play. You kind of just get to go out there and do it.
Well, we were joking on the air before because Gino mentioned about how during break, it's difficult to determine when you guys have practice, because if you go too early in the day, you guys are tired. But if you wait too long, you're sleeping around all day. And did you read the quote that he said? If sleeping was, what did he say, Bob? You guys would be all first team all. If sleeping was a sport, you guys would be first team all.
Yeah, I think he's right about that. But it's tough because there's not much to do on break besides go to practice and then go back and sleep at the hotel. So
I hear you like to shop, though.
I do. I mean, most of us do that too, but I mean, we're on limited money supplies here, so.
Well, it's college, you're right. Now, do you feel the crowd pulling for you when you get in the games, or are you so focused?
I think so, and I especially noticed it when I made that first 3 out there. It was pretty loud.
Everyone was pretty psyched. I know that has to.
Happy too.
Yeah, has to make you feel good.
Yeah, it did.
Okay, now you guys, any big New Year's Eve plans coming up?
Not too much. Coach is having a little party at his house, so I think we might be heading over to that for a little bit and just hang out together. That's what we always do.
Now, Big East season coming up. Are you guys, do you feel like you've been working towards that?
Yeah, I think we're finally ready to get into that and have some big games coming up.
All right, a week from today, you got a big one, you know.
I know, real big one. So this is an important week for us, yeah.
Okay, good luck. Thanks, Nicole.
Thanks.
Bob?
All right, Megan, thank you very much. Congratulations to Nicole. 10 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. And listen to the ovation she gets following the interview. Ann Strother had 21 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, equaled her season high with 5 3-point field goals. Barbara Turner, 16 points, 13 rebounds, her 4th double-double of the year. Mel Thomas with 16. Kara Enright led Army with 17. Army drops to 5-7. They'll host Iona Tuesday. UConn goes to 11-1, 1-0 in the Big East. They'll host Georgetown Wednesday, 7:30 from Gamble Pavilion here on CPTV. For Megan Kumo, I'm Bob Picozzi. We'd like to thank you very much for joining us. Wish you a Happy New Year. Also a Happy New Year from our executive producer, Harriet Unger, and our coordinating producer, Tony Melisso. Join us again Wednesday night for UConn and Georgetown. And stay tuned for America's Test Kitchen Quick Pastas. The preceding has been a production of Connecticut Public Television. UConn beats Army 85-46. Happy New Year, everyone.
CPTV thanks SBC Yahoo DSL high-speed internet service, the official team captain and partner of CPTV's UConn women's basketball.